We're live.
An hour and a half later.
But we're here. Exactly, yes. Are you busy?
I am.
Okay, should we come back on later then?
No, I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Instagram world. We are an hour and a half late, but we are here today. We're going to do a BOLO topic. And this is quite interesting because Marina came up with a topic to do blankets and sheets. I didn't know there are BOLO blankets and sheets. So we're going to share some knowledge with you guys. Okay. Hello, Nancy Morris. How are you doing? Hello, Bill. 324 Fines. How is your day going? I am excited because I'm taking tomorrow off. So we have 4 days weekend. We have 4 days weekend. We are late, yes. We are late today.
Just a little. Yeah, so my mom called and I rarely ever get to talk to her, so I just needed to take that call. It's one of those things, right? The times we're living in, you got to just capture any of those moments that you can with your family members. I'm sure all of you guys get that.
Hi, Ashley. Are you guys, do you guys have any plans for the long weekend? I don't think we're ready to go out yet, so our plan is to hang out here.
I mean, yeah, but I have things, I've been on this like shopping mode, and I've been wanting to buy a couple of items for our home and backyard. So Michelle doesn't have plans to go anywhere this weekend, but like, I want to go shopping, and it is Labor Day weekend, so there's probably going to be a ton of sales. Even for us resellers, there's probably going to be a ton of sales. So if I see anything, I'm going to jump on it, but we haven't planned anything out. I think we're pretty set for Q4. We're good. Like we don't feel like we need to shop anymore, but if we see any deals come our way, we're going to go ahead and take them, you know? Mm-hmm. And I love how Bill 324 Fine says, always take mom's calls. So I just want to do a quick shout out to some of you who are on here. So Michelle just said, hi, Ashley. Hi, Nancy. How are you doing? Happy Thursday, everyone. It's Friday Junior. Yes. I don't know why, but I love Thursdays because it's Friday Junior. Hi, Kathy. Happy Thursday to you. Hi, Good Pickings. Where are you guys from and what are your names? Yes. Oh, yeah. So Bill said Ben's Trio on Tuesday video to follow.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Right. Did you end up going to the Ben's? Was it yesterday? Or is that going to happen next week? Oh my gosh, I'm excited about your video. Yeah, so you guys can check out Bill's video if you're interested. He's a full-time reseller. And then him and his wife, Girly Girl Style, whose name is Tori, they have awesome videos on YouTube. So you can check out Girly Girl Style's YouTube page if you guys go on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yes. And Bill said lighting looks great on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Next week's bin trip. Got it. Next week's bin trip. And then Ashley says, I'm just trying to find great food and drinks for my birthday Sunday. Ooh, it's your birthday?
Advance happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Yay. How exciting.
Definitely great food is a must for a birthday celebration.
I know, right? That is like something you want to plan ahead of time. And you want to get whatever makes you happy, Ashley. Mm-hmm. From two foodies here, we're not going out, but we are going out to get food.
That makes me the most happy.
Bill says happy early birthday as well. Yeah, so like Michelle said, we're doing BOLO Thursdays now instead of BOLO Saturdays. So we've decided to adjust our schedule to fit our needs, which is we're not going to be doing lives on the weekends anymore. So we went from doing live 7 days a week to now we're only going to be doing them Monday through Fridays. So we have Fun Facts Fridays. We always do sales recaps on Mondays, and we're going to be adding BOLO Thursdays. So something that, most of us maybe don't think about blankets as being BOLOs, but I'm sure many of us as resellers have heard of the Pendleton brand. Has anyone heard of this brand? Pendleton.
Yeah.
Pendleton. It looks like the background of the what do you call this? Logo? The logo? Is it black or navy blue?
It's a navy blue.
Navy blue?
With a bright yellow stitch.
Yeah. So are you guys familiar with Pendleton? Have you purchased any blankets or any clothes?
We have sold one on Poshmark a while ago. We found a very beautiful plaid Pendleton blanket from an estate sale, and we sold it on Poshmark like a week or 2 weeks later.
So it looks like Bill knows that they are based in Oregon, which is accurate.
Yes.
And Ashley has not yet sold any of these. Yeah, especially if you find they're super popular. Our blanket that we found at an estate sale sold really quickly. Hi, Wendy. Happy Thursday. Mm-hmm. It looks like Tori, Bill says that she has quite the collection of Pendleton.
Yes.
Does she have clothes, or is it like blankets and stuff?
So this is quite interesting. So the company started in 1863. It's a long time, and they are based in Oregon, Portland. So Bill, you're correct. During World War II, they basically, from 1941 to 1945, they devoted most of their production to uniforms and clothing for the U.S. military, and then later they expanded to sportswear and clothes, and currently the company is still privately held, managed by the fifth generation.
Fifth generation heirs, that's right. How cool is that? That's like very unique. And then so Bill says that their clothes, and so Girly Girl Styles, we love her account because she focuses on vintage clothing, and we love all things vintage, so that is really, really awesome. So we do want to share with you an example of a blanket. So these are wool blankets, as Michelle mentioned, and here's an example of the University Club of Portland, which is a private social club. The blanket sold for $225 on eBay. Mm-hmm. And then the Portland University Club of Portland Social Club was built in 1913, and it's listed on the National Register of Historic Places.
That's cool. Lucky suckers. Want them to adopt me. That's funny.
Who are we talking about?
The social club people. Private club.
Private
back in the
social
80s
club.
or 1890s. That's a long time ago. All right, this next one. So this is interesting. So this is a special legendary blanket commemorating Mother Earth. And this is sort of Aztec, southwestern Aztec looking. There are a lot of vintage Aztec patterns that are actually worth money. So if you guys go sourcing at a thrift store or whatever, definitely pass by those sections and check them out.
I mean, but honestly, what really stands out about this design is the blanket is like a cream color, and then it has a dream catcher in the middle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's really beautiful. Like, dream catchers are really meaningful to a lot of people. It is something of like Native Americans. Anyway, this one sold for $299.
So Bill has a comment. He said, I did my internship there for my chef
Whoa,
job. Wow.
That's so cool.
I bet it's beautiful there.
Yeah, I bet it's beautiful there. Wow. So cool. All right.
Did you see any blankets?
Did you see any blankets? Oh, gosh.
Okay, let's do the next one.
Okay, so the next blanket is a vintage Pendleton wool blanket from sakakawea, which it was, this is just like a picture, it looks like, of an actress or a model, and it's a limited edition blanket. That's why it sold for $2,900. Yes. So basically it's got, like Michelle said, like the Aztec, like diamonds across the top and the bottom, and a beautiful black and white picture of the actors, right? So Sakakawea was a Native American. She aided in the Lewis and Clark expedition, and by helping them explore the Louisiana Territory. So a little bit of history there.
And she was 16 back then.
She was only 16 at that time. And so here is a closer picture of that special tag that says sakakawea. Really, really cool piece. And then there is the very popular blue and yellow Pendleton tag there. So there is a question here, which is a good one. So Bill is asking, do you have any Pendleton items in your house, or do you sell all of them?
We sold the only one we found.
Yeah, we kind of early on, we decided that we sell most of the stuff that we like because it's really difficult to not keep all the really beautiful treasures that we find. So the only time we, have things in our hands is if we don't sell them. So at the moment, we do not have any Pendleton items in our home. Yes, no. That's a good question though.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll start treating ourselves, but at the moment we don't really treat ourselves like that.
I think if I see one I like, I'm going to start collecting. Now that I know they're valuable.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this next one, it's also a Pendleton. And it's a Pendleton and Disney collaboration. This is not vintage, but it is worth money if you do find it. It is from the 2018, so it's not too old. However, it's still worth money.
It's so cute. It actually just has a picture of Mickey and then, like the Mickey ears or whatever silhouette. And then it has the Aztec, what do you call it? The Aztec pattern. And it is a baby blanket. It's super duper cute though. So Bill says, why not keep some awesome things that make you happy? I know, we have never really thought of that though.
Do they spark joy?
Honestly, we're so weird because we're on the same page of trying not to keep things, but
hey, we kept that poster of Obama.
We did. We kept one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing. But we might regret not keeping others later on. We might regret it.
All right.
Thanks for that comment, Bill. We appreciate it. All right.
Speaking of Aztec, here are a couple more examples. This one is also another Pendleton blanket, and this was sold for $249.
Yeah, this one's cool because it's reversible. So the design is reversible, and it has pictures almost looking like lithographs of deer, and it looks very not prehistoric because that would be dinosaurs, right? But early in history. It's really cool looking. And here's another one that is not Pendleton. This is a Ralph Lauren, but it has a Southwest Aztec print, which is kind of like triangles. If you put a bunch of triangles together and you make these cool shapes and diamonds out of it, for $500, and it's vintage.
And then
so Bill says they make so much good stuff. I know. I think, and the quality is fantastic because we did get our hands on one before. Like Michelle said, that sold really quickly on Poshmark. We probably underpriced it, but the quality was awesome on that.
I think we sold it for $45.
Yeah, they were pretty happy. So that's pretty cool.
Here's another example. The Ralph Lauren Southwestern Aztec throw.
Exactly, and Bill says it's cabin vibes, 100%.
Yeah.
When I go to a cabin, on vacation, I want to see these kind of throws there.
Yeah.
Cozy up.
Yeah.
So yeah, the one that Michelle talked about was also Polo Ralph Lauren, and it was brand new. And what did that one sell for?
That one sold for $199.
$199, and it's actually I like this pattern. It's like a navy blue with maroon and white. And you see a deer silhouette inside the diamond. It's gorgeous. And it's brand new. Really beautiful.
Speaking of Ralph Lauren, we all know anything with a bear is worth money. So this is a set of Ralph Lauren bear sheets, bed sheets, beddings. And this was sold for $320. And I remember having these sheets. Now I regret not keeping them.
Was it these ones or the white ones?
The white ones.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so it's, secondhand sheets, $320. If you find anything Ralph Lauren with the bears, I think a lot of us as resellers know that means money.
Mm-hmm. So Bill said WTH. So here's another example, Ralph Lauren Bear Comforter. This was sold for $100. It's crazy because these are used. These are pre-owned. And so they are still worth money. And I don't know if I would buy... Would you buy a pre-owned blanket? I guess if it's like you clean it very well, I think it's fine, right?
I mean, obviously these have to be in great condition, I would imagine, to be getting these kind of prices. Otherwise, you can get brand new ones at like Kohl's for much less, I would think.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to another brand. This is called Hudson Bay. So Hudson Bay, it's based in Canada, and they basically they were founded during this like 1700 and 1800s, this long time ago, and currently these are sold in luxury departments and Hudson Bay's sister chain, Lord and Taylor.
Yeah, Bill said nope, no chance on used blankets for him. But look at this really cool Hudson Bay vintage blanket. This one that you see here is extremely popular. There are many of them out there. It's sold for $600 on eBay, and it is vintage. It says from the 20s. And then the way that this looks is it's got green, red, yellow, and a black stripe. But what's really unique about Hudson Bay, if you guys are not familiar with them, is that they have these really cool woven, I mean, I guess it's not cool. They're just like pinstripes. Mm-hmm. And they use those pinstripes, they actually are called points. They call them points to differentiate when the blanket is folded, how large of the size of the blanket it is. So for example, the one in the picture, if you could see it, it has 4 little black lines. Mm-hmm. And so that would fit like a queen size bed, right?
Yeah, so the more lines you see, the bigger the blanket.
Yeah, and they have smaller. They have like size, with 3 lines or even half sizes, like 3.5, and for a queen, it would be 6 points, 6 lines, and then for a king, it's 8 lines, 8 points.
So the last one was sold for $600 on eBay. And then we're looking at this other one. It's a similar style. It's red in color. It's got 4 lines on it. It was sold for $260.
Yeah, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And so Lord and Taylor went bankrupt. Yeah, I used to buy from them actually. So I did know about that. Online, yeah. They had good prices during Black Friday and stuff. So yeah, they did go bankrupt. But I think this company, Hudson Bay, is still going strong, which makes sense because like Canada is really cold.
The same owner.
And they're still around.
Yeah.
That says a lot for a company that's still around after 100 years. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the next one here is just another example. It's a white one with 2 black stripes at each end. It's sold for $250. It's vintage from the early 1900s. Wow. I mean, I would think that's actually almost even...
It's so clean.
Almost even antique. Yeah. Hey, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
How you doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Friday, Junior.
This next one is cool. This is a Grateful Dead dancing bear blanket. So this was originally used for the cover of the Grateful Dead songbook, and it's a series of stylized bears who appear to be dancing. It was drawn by Bob Thomas as part of the back cover of the album.
It's really cute looking. So it's just got like 4 rows of bears dancing. It's super cute. And there's a lot of these out there as well. But how cool that like a band decided to make blankets out of the bear, out of the cute little dancing bear.
And this was sold for $100.
So it sold for $100. I think that's your favorite blanket, Michelle.
It just reminds me of like teddy bear, like gummy bears, like wanting gummy bears.
Yes, but so we're gonna go on to sheets. So sheets can go for a good penny too. This one is Ronald McDonald's set. It's a twin set of sheets for $300. They're from the 70s. Yeah, and they must be in excellent condition, Collectors, right? Collectors who are collecting items from McDonald's from the 70s, I think would definitely buy these, right?
Yeah, I would not use it though. This next one, I think all of you know this movie, Gremlins. This is a vintage. It's super rare. I actually might consider buying this if it wasn't that expensive.
It's cute.
So it's a vintage Warner Brothers 1984 Gremlins twin sheet for $300.
$300. I used to love the movie The Gremlins. Yeah, I love how Bill's making me crack up so hard. He said, "Ew, you sheets." Hard no. So funny. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people do purchase these. I'm sure there's ways to clean them with like extra hot water and soap, and everything should be fine. And there's a Warner Brothers Roadrunner sheets that sold for $150. I used to watch these back in like the 80s, in the 80s and the 90s. More like 80s, I think. Mm-hmm. Looney Tunes 80s. And stuff like that.
$124.
$124 for just some sheets there.
I should have kept all my dirty sheets.
Hey Alex, happy Thursday.
All right, here's the last one. Looney Tunes. If you guys are from the 90s era, Looney Tunes was really hot.
It was really more like 80s, we just said, right?
80s.
Yeah, I think it was 80s.
So this is a vintage Looney Tunes garden party crib set of 3. This was sold for $138. I don't know if the person buying it is going to use it on the baby.
Actually, maybe. Because this is something so cute. You might want to use that for the baby. You may be a diehard Looney Tune collector. And Bill's is a 70s kid. So was McDonald's big in the 70s? It was kind of big in the 80s, actually. I remember like going to McDonald's to play in the playground. And like I wanted to get all the toys and the Happy Meal. So
and they have like mascots and everything, right?
Mascot, yeah, I guess they did have mascots, right? Yeah.
And you don't see those anymore.
No, I think it's changed. So we do have a question from Cynthia. Cynthia says, "Are you been selling some of this?" Well, we do have some sheets that we've purchased to resell. Yes, so we do have some in inventory, and we do pick up some of the blankets we talked about earlier in the beginning of the live, which Bill is definitely familiar with, and Tori. So we have picked up some of those, and those sell really well. And so if you're not familiar with Pendleton, check them out. And
Hudson
Bay, check them out. Cynthia, those are everywhere. You're gonna find those everywhere.
Now, when COVID's gone, if we go to a thrift store, I'm going to check out that section.
Yes, and check the sheets because they sell for a lot of money. And we didn't want to bombard you with a lot of Disney stuff today, but even like Disney sheets, those are gonna sell for a lot of money as well. And then, so Bill said huge McDonald's kid. Yeah. He gets that. I was trying to explain to Michelle what that was like, and she had no idea because she grew up in Hong Kong and the Philippines.
What do you mean? McDonald's was huge in Hong Kong.
You did not tell me that. And
I just didn't grow up eating fast food.
Bill said Pendleton will always be a thing. Cabin fever. And Lady Hustle 19, Cynthia said, "You want me to go and check all the sections? Love it." So this is, yes, please go and check all the sections after we're done. You will not regret that. So we always end with a meme. This person here is laying on the couch. His head is on a roll of toilet paper and his blanket is a roll of toilet paper. So when you sleep over, but your friend goes to bed without giving you a blanket, this is what happens.
Has it ever happened to you?
What? You don't have a blanket? I really don't remember that. I wasn't allowed to really sleep over at my friends' houses when I was a kid, so...
It happened to me, but the blanket wasn't thick enough, so I had to use towels from the bathroom.
Oh, gosh. But anyway, Bill says he loves lumpia, so he's familiar with Filipino food.
Lumpia's bomb. You're making me hungry.
Oh, my gosh, Bill. I did not know Filipino food very well before Michelle, and it is delicious. Cynthia thought it was funny. Well, that's it for our Thursday live, our Bolo Thursday. If there's any kind of, Bolo idea that you have, we've done one already on sneakers. We've done one on pots and pans. We've done one on VHS players.
Yeah.
Right? So what else did we do it on? We did it on board games, on vintage board games. So check those out if you're interested. And what we like to do is make sure that the BOLOs are items that are not unicorns, that you can go to your local thrift store and find them. So we try extra hard to make sure we don't show unicorn, items that you're only going to find one out of a million. No. We don't want to do that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us today, and we'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night.
Tomorrow's Fun Facts Friday. Good night.
Bye.